everybody, Special Agent 9 here with another video from the Blackwater Bandits, and today we're going to talk about the legendary animals that you can find in the world of Red Dead Redemption 2. There are 16 total. This is part 1 of the video, which means we're going to cover the first 13 legendary animals. There are a lot of good reasons why you want to hunt all of the legendary animals. Each one of them will drop a unique item that allows you to get a trinket at the fence, any fence at all, once you get them unlocked. This includes trinkets like the Bear Claw Talisman, which we're going to buy right here. That reduces your health core drain by 10%. The Buck Antler Trinket allows you to get higher quality animal parts, including pelts. That's one you definitely want to have, because sometimes you can get a good pelt that becomes a perfect pelt because of the trinket. The Elk Antler Trinket increases the money you get from looting. Also, if you're going to go for 100% game completion, you definitely want to get all of these legendary animals. You can sell all of your pelts and some of the carcasses to the trappers that are located all over the map. You can get some pretty decent money from turning in these legendary animals. You will also get unique clothing items from the pelts. So it's just a good idea. However, for some reason, if you lose your legendary animal, if you get killed or it falls off your horse, the trapper will automatically have those items. So you will not miss out, but you will not be able to sell them for monetary value. Your first experience with hunting a legendary animal is going to come as part of story mode. It will happen in Chapter 2. You will go on a hunting mission to hunt the legendary grizzly bear right at the beginning of the game. This is a very long mission, and we're not going to show that here. But if there's anything that you want to see in story mode, subscribe to FroxmanXDX. He's one of our bandits. He is showing every single decision, every single mission, anything you want to see in story mode you can find at his channel. When you do the grizzly bear hunt in Chapter 2 of story mode, you're going to be introduced to a lot of things. You're going to be introduced to laying out bait to capture animals, which is something that we cover in our hunting video if you want to look at that and learn some tips. You will also be given the option to leave, and you can hunt the grizzly bear at a later time, which is what you're seeing here. When you go to hunt a large animal of any type, particularly one that's a predator, you want to come correct. This bandit here did not and almost got mauled to death, as you can see. You want to bring a highly powerful weapon, a rifle with high velocity rounds, a shotgun with a slug. Improved arrows work really well for a lot of these animals. I personally wouldn't use one against a grizzly bear. I would use something more powerful. So just, make sure you come correct when you're going to hunt. We're going to show you where you can find the legendary grizzly bear. He is in the Grizzly's east, as he should be, right there above O'Creagh's Lake, to the west of Ansburg, in the north of the map. From here, we're just going to go alphabetically, and we're going to go straight to the legendary beaver, which you can find right here on the map, right near Van Horde Trading Post, actually. And you'll know you're in the right area because you're going to see a lot of chewed up trees, a lot of sticks and logs on the ground. The beaver has even dammed up part of the river down here, and you can just walk across, as you'll see. So whenever you're hunting a legendary animal, you will get a notification that you're in legendary territory. That's when you start looking for these clues, and you'll see in the eagle eye they pop up bright yellow, and then you can just easily track the legendary animal. Legendary animal tracks look different from other animals that you may hunt. They will show up as yellow lines on your screen, so they're easier to follow. And legendary animals always look different than their regular counterparts. That beaver there had a white pelt. A lot of them have white pelts, or they're much larger than regular animals of the same kind. So that's how you know that you're looking for a legendary. We're going to take a look at the legendary beaver again. This is a smaller animal, so an improved arrow should do quite nicely for the legendary beaver. I would not recommend using a varmint rifle for any of them. You want something with some kind of power to it. You will certainly need a lot of firepower for the bison. This is a huge legendary creature. He's up in the snow and in the mountains. You'll find him around Lake Isabella, right where the rare white Arabian is. That is to the west of Valentine. So put on your snow clothes and get ready to hunt for this very large white creature. Sometimes you won't be able to find the legendary animal. You won't get the notification that you're in legendary territory. When that is the case and you know you're in the right spot, set up a camp and sleep until it's daytime or nighttime or whatever the opposite of the time you're in is, because you may just be there at the wrong time of day. Some animals are active at specific times. It was very hard for this particular bandit to find the bison, so sometimes you may have to wander around a little bit before you find your clues. Eventually you will pick it up and you can track your legendary animal. If you can see your animal at a distance, it is good to use a sniper rifle. Try to use a powerful round, and then maybe you'll take them down with one shot. This one started to run, so it had to be chased down and then shot many times in the face with a rifle. The good news is that your legendary animal pelts don't need to be perfect, so do whatever you have to do to kill these animals, and you'll be able to get the trinkets and the pelts and everything, no matter how torn to shreds the pelts end up being. Your legendary boar is in Blackwater Marsh. He's directly above the letters Blackwater Marsh, next to the river. Boars are typically very skittish. You should make sure to apply your cover scent lotion. You should apply cover scent lotion always when you're hunting, but particularly around the more skittish animals that tend to run away, such as the boars and the deers and things like this. So let's take a look now at the legendary buck. He is located in West Elizabeth, north of Strawberry to the west, right in the big valley, right here on your map. That's where you can find the legendary buck. Don't ever forget about your Deadeye. Your Deadeye is not just for killing O'Driscolls. It's very, very useful when you're shooting at these legendary animals. It allows you to take 2 or 3 shots or even more, as opposed to just one, so you could be certain to take it down. Especially with these bigger animals, the Deadeye is a very, very good thing to have. We did something a little bit different while hunting the legendary coyote. In most cases, you will track down the legendary animal and you will go to it. However, you can use bait, which is what we're doing here. We put out predator bait in the legendary coyote's known area and then just waited and watched with a sniper rifle to see if the bait would attract the coyote, which I'm happy to report it absolutely did. Obviously, it's always better if you can spot your animals from a distance and take a shot from a distance. That will make it much easier. And you'll find your legendary coyote right here south of the Heartlands. The legendary coyote hangs out right near these Scarlet Meadows. You do not have to set out bait, of course. You can always track down the coyote, as you see this bandit doing here. It's whatever your preference is. There are multiple ways to hunt legendary animals. The main thing is that you get them all killed and you get their pelts so you can get all the goods. Now we're going to go after the legendary elk. All the animals, legendary and otherwise, are much easier to take down if you hit them in the face. You ultimately want to aim for the eyeball. Sometimes that's not quite possible. Try to aim between the eyes, but really just hit them anywhere in the face and you'll be doing okay. The legendary elk is right here near Donner Falls in the Grizzlies, to the north of the fort. And now we're going to go hunt the legendary fox. This is a predator. Every time you're hunting a predator, there is a chance that it will turn and attack you. Most of the time foxes will run away from you if you get too close, but always be careful when you're working with a predator because they can inflict a lot of damage on you. Sometimes you will be in an area that is very heavily populated by animals. There'll be a lot of different animal trails. It can get confusing. You may end up hitting the wrong animal with your shot when you're trying to go for a specific legendary. Just take your time, continue looking for your legendary animal until you're able to kill it, skin it, and leave the area. If you know that you have wounded a legendary animal, but then you cannot find the body again, it may go ahead and bleed out and die, and then you will get credit for the pelts and all the materials at the trapper. You won't get any money, but you will get the credit for killing that creature. The legendary fox is here near Maddock Pond and Southfield Estates, just above Rhodes. The legendary alligator is called a bull gator. You can only find this animal after you complete the Country Pursuits mission in Chapter 4. Once you've completed that mission, you will be able to locate the legendary alligator and kill it. It is enormous, as you can see, so you don't want to mess around at all with this. Shoot it a few times if you need to make sure it's dead, because whatever you do, you don't want to make this thing angry, right? You will find the legendary alligator where you find all alligators in the swamp area. This one is sort of between the swampy area. It's sort of in the dry land, right near the big part of the swamp. When you go to hunt the legendary moose, you want to do so from a distance. This thing can charge at you. It has huge horns, and it can run away very quickly. For its size, the moose is a pretty fast animal, so hunt it slowly and then shoot it from a distance so you can kill this one. You'll find the legendary moose in the top west of the map, way above Annesburg. You can only hunt the legendary panther after you complete steps 1 through 9 of the Master Hunter Challenge. We do have a video to show you exactly how that is done. The 10th challenge of the Master Hunter Challenge is actually to kill the legendary panther, which you unlock by getting to this point. You want to be very careful doing this. The legendary panther will mess you up very quickly. So put on your cover scent, approach slowly, follow the trail, and then shoot it as soon as you see it, because if it sees you, it's going to attack you. So don't waste any time. The legendary panther is in the south of the map, beneath the town of Rhodes. The legendary ram seems like it would be easy. I believe it eats grass for its main diet. However, it will ram you. Rams are actually mean creatures in the world of Red Dead, so don't make it angry. You don't want to wound this animal. You want to kill him outright and quickly. There are many other animals in the area where the ram lives. These animals can get in your way. You may end up shooting at them instead of at your ram. So just take your time, make sure that you are lined up on the ram and that you found the exact creature that you want before you start shooting. Because if you scare it off, then you're just going to have to hunt it down again, and it's going to take you even longer. The ram is at Cattell Pond, just west of Valentine. It's very close to the city, so this one's pretty easy to find. Rams run quickly, and they are sure-footed. They can go up into the hills on you very fast, so when you take aim at this one, shoot to kill. Also need to show an appropriate amount of respect to the legendary wolf for reasons that should be rather obvious. This animal will kill you very quickly, so make sure you're gonna kill it first. Wolf, somewhat north of the fort at Coyote Springs, in the north of the map. These 13 legendary animals are all animals that you can kill before you complete the game. You can go ahead and get your trinkets, get all your cool clothes, even before you finish the story mode. So now you know where they're at, now you know how to kill them. Hopefully you'll be able to get them all and get all the cool stuff that you want in Red Dead Redemption. Please subscribe to our channel to see all of our videos. We are the Blackwater Bandits.